Welcome back to the channel. I am today going to discuss and show you and talk about what we have sold in the last few months from all the jobs that we've been showing you. We show you lots of the jobs. You see what we get up to on the clearances, what we're finding. You see us at the car boot sales and a bit around the shop, but we don't always show you what we sold, where we sold it and how much for. So today, let's have a catch up on the past few months and just pop up a few of the items that you would have seen us finding in some of our videos in the past couple of months, and we will give you a bit of a reminder of where that item, which job that item came from, just so you know, and then we'll talk through it. I mean, there's lots to talk about, there's loads, so this isn't going to be the longest video in the world, but hopefully it'll be quite informative, and we'll just discuss some, hopefully there'll be some surprises amongst all this. I don't know, there was for us. And there's things like the Rolex box, which is just sold last night. But let's get down to business. So, you follow us on our clearances, you follow us at the car boots and a little bit around the shop, but we don't always show you exactly what sells where and for how much. So we want to just talk through what we have found in the last couple of months on the jobs that we have shown you and what we got and where it sold. So let's start off with probably our two most watched videos in the last couple of months are our two jobs which are done in the same week, and we found Warhammer items on both of them. Unbelievable that we've never actually found Warhammer before, but we found them in two different jobs in the same week. And we got accused of staging our jobs, which is obviously not what we do. But what you see is what you get. We never stage anything, we never change anything. When we film, you are seeing it exactly how we see it. So what we find is exactly what we find. It's if it's there to take, to clear. And it's up to us to, I guess, have the knowledge and the know-how of what item is valuable and where we can sell it. Without that knowledge, a lot of it will probably end up at the car boot, whatever it may be. But let's start off with our Warhammer items. I'm not going to show you every single one because I think I have already shown you partly some of this on some other videos. It wasn't just the Warhammer, it was also the gaming stuff, the Commodore and things like that. So let's pop up some sold prices to the left of me here, and you will see exactly what we achieved. That was a big one. So as I say, although that wasn't all the sales that we had from that job, we have still got a lot of that is unsold. There's some books that are unsold, but some have got bids on at the moment. Some of it we just ended up taking to a car boot sale, but it's certainly, just from those two jobs, just from the handful of bits that we did get, we're definitely hitting the thousands. Definitely hitting the thousands with that, which is, you know, that's what we're doing it for. We obviously have a lot of finances to hit each month with rent, staffing costs and everything else in between. So there's a lot of money we need to generate each month to make our businesses go in the right direction. So although it sounds like a lot, it's not going into my pocket. It's just going into the business to keep the running of the business. But let's move on to this next job. Now you may remember this one. We went skip diving in this one. We done a couple of jobs on this day. We've done a big one in Sutton, just clearing some bits out in the garage. And then we went in the skip and we pulled out a few cars and a few other bits. But I was hoping that, you know, I said in that video, if we can make £20 out of the stuff that we got out of the skip, then I'm happy. I can happily say we well exceeded 20 quid. There was some stuff I sold in the shop. I can't remember exactly, but I think we done about 50, 60 quid on some of the stuff in the shop. And then we sold some of these cars. But let's take a look at those. Then of course this job. Another day, another clearance and a gun find. But if you remember that job, we found some arts and crafts chairs. Now this is where my antique skills comes in. Not everything we find is like modern stuff or from the 80s, 90s, whatever. I do have a lot of knowledge in the antique and military and silver gold jewellery sort of sector. Just naturally from the job that I do. We're uncovering things every day and it's just a case of, well, if you don't know what it is, research it, and some of it sticks. So these chairs are arts and crafts chairs. I effectively gave £150 for these because I gave a reduction on the clearance itself, thinking that I might get £200-300 for them. They turned out to be a lot better than we realised. They were, I believe, by William Birch in the early 1900s, made for Liberty & Co, Liberty London. And to our surprise, we put these on Etsy, on our Etsy, and they sold for a whopping £1,650, which I must say, I was quite astonished at that. And they sold within just over a week. So they didn't hang around for too long. So I was really, really, really surprised at that. A very nice surprise for us. And also remember, guys, we don't just clear houses. We do go out buying stock. We got called into a house a few weeks back, bought some silver and some other bits. But a lady had this table that she wanted to sell us. And I must say, I nearly walked out without it because I don't like tables. I don't ever do well with tables. There was something about this one. So I gave her £150 for this table. Again, thinking I might get £200 to £300. We put it on Instagram. Within about 4 hours, it sold for £500. So I was very, very pleased with that. It was a Regency age table. Quite a nice one, very well made. So it had a lot going for it. But yeah, it sold instantly for £500. Now this job was very recently, it's only a couple of weeks ago. This took us about 4 days, just over 4 days to clear. If you don't know this one and you do want to watch it, head back, all of these jobs, head back through our content and look at all of our jobs that we've been doing, amongst other things. We try to give you an honest and insightful view on what we do as a clearance company and an antique shop combined. And that just gives you a really true sort of insight into what we do. But yeah, this job was a good one. There's loads from that job we haven't even been through yet. There's still tubs sitting here in this office with us we haven't been through yet because I haven't had the time and more keeps coming in. However, we did sell on the job this absolutely stunning mid-century sideboard, Danish in style. It was Nathan. Now we sold it to a customer who comes into the shop who was after one. And that's the beauty of having these contacts that come into the shop. We're always on the lookout for items for our customers, and he just so happened to love it. We sold it from the job for £500. So I was really pleased with that because if you've watched that video, you will know that we gave our customer a £1,000 reduction on the clearance. So we was able to claw back £500 of our reduction just from one item. And then the rest of our reduction we managed to get back from the silver and a little bit of gold that we found in that job. So, but there's still loads more to go through in that job, and there'll be loads more. So the next time we do one of these, I will update you on any of those other sales that we managed to sell. And then we have our most recent job. Just last week we cleared out this house, and if you've seen this video, we got quite excited because young Harrison came across the Rolex box. I'm not going to do too many spoilers, but well, it gives it away anyway because the box was empty, unfortunately. But the box itself, I thought on the job we get £100 for that box. To my surprise, within less than a week of us putting it on eBay, we achieved this. Now that's quite incredible. I think you'd agree that how can an empty box be worth that much? But it's Rolex, it's vintage, it had all the little bits with it. We had some silly offers of like £95 when we first put it on, but obviously rejected those. Held out for a few days and we achieved just under £250. And not only that, we also did uncover some stamps. And one of the stamps in particular was a misprint. And we thought we'd try our luck. We put it on eBay, do an auction. We don't know what it's going to be worth. So we're not going to do a bite now. We're going to do an auction. Done an auction on eBay, and we got excited when it achieved this. just over £200 just for a misprinted stamp. So we have to check everything. It's all the little things we need to look out for when we're doing our clearances. And guys, that is not it. We of course are selling constantly in the shop, constantly on our Vinted, our eBay, and obviously more things on Etsy and eBay. We don't show everything on here, but there's one thing that does sell. We sold 21 of these this year already, and it's something that I probably should talk more about. It's our Clearing with Care House Clearance Business Guide. This is a guide that I've written myself for all of those who wish to get into the house clearance business. They want to start their own business. This is what you need. There is nothing else like this on the market available. Yes, you can find tips, but there's no written content that you can have in the palm of your hand, categorized. It's a 15-page, very detailed guide on how to start and successfully run your very own clearance business. Amazingly, I've had lots of you not only purchase this, but also come and tell me that you've just got your first jobs and you're thanking me for it. Thank you. Thank you, because I just want to inspire and help people get into the industry and do the right thing, you know, and realise that we're living in a throwaway society. It needs to change, and there's so much around us in our homes that can be saved, and you can make money from it. It doesn't all have to go to landfill. It's not rubbish, and this explains everything. How to start your very own clearance business. This is available on our Etsy page. I will put the link up on this video if you want to go and purchase a copy. There's not many left at the moment. We've got to order another batch, but grab it while you can. But guys, thank you for watching. I said it wasn't going to be a very long video, and it certainly wasn't. But I just want to, every now and then, I'm going to do these little updates just to show you, you know, what we're selling, where we're selling it, and how much we're selling it for, because it's nice to keep you in the loop, because you all seem super interested in what we're doing and what we're getting up to. But that's it. That concludes our video. And if you haven't seen all of those jobs and videos that I've already shown you on here, head back. Head back through our content. Have a watch. Follow us on Instagram if you want to see what we're up to on there. Our content is obviously a lot shorter on Instagram, but again, it's showing you what we're doing daily. And if you like if you enjoy what you're seeing, of course, hit that subscribe button and join us for more. But for now, thank you for watching.